WB Games might be the dumbest gaming studio of all time with their latest announcement, and that is saying something when Ubisoft still exists. Let me ask you a question. If you spent millions of dollars on a video game and it flopped and was universally hated by pretty much everyone, would you A, learn from your mistakes and never do that again, or B, double down and say all future games are gonna follow that model? Can you guess which one WB picked? At a recent event, the head of WB Gaming made this whole speech about how they're gonna be doubling down in the gaming sector at WB, and that they have all of these opportunities because of all of the IPs they have, like DC Universe, Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, and etc. Well, during that event, there was a few things that were said that are starting to get gamers that like WB Games a little worried, a little scared in their britches, if you will. This is what JBP had to say about the future of WB Games. WB's recent gaming output has focused on AAA games for consoles, and that's great when a game like Hogwarts Legacy sells 20 million copies and becomes the best-selling game of the year. But that kind of success is never guaranteed in a volatile market. JBP also pointed out that one of WB's latest big games, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, was a disappointment for the company. I want you to remember that part of the quote, the Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League was a big disappointment, because it's gonna come back in a little bit. But for those of you that don't know, Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League was like a very highly anticipated game until about a year ago when people started finding out that it was going to be a live service game. If you have no idea what a live service game is, think of games like Fortnite, Apex Legends, basically anything with a battle pass where they can just keep making content and taking more of your money. At least that's what they wanted to do, but from my understanding, Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League is like universally hated. I actually pre-ordered the game, but then started hearing some bad stuff about it and got a refund before I couldn't anymore. Even IGN, who is notorious for giving good reviews to shitty games, gave the game a shitty review. Now you might be asking yourself, well, why do people hate it so much if other games like Fortnite or Apex do so well with battle passes? And the problem is that, one, a lot of people just didn't like the gameplay. It was pretty repetitive, it didn't look exciting, and the thing is, it is a continuation of a very beloved series that a lot of people might know, the Arkham Batman series. One of the most beloved things about that Batman series is they are self-contained games that contain a story, and that's what people loved because the stories were so good. On top of amazing gameplay and just fun Easter eggs and all, it was just amazing. If you loved Batman, I don't know anybody that hates those games. Also, those games could be played without an internet connection. You cannot do that with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, which is a co-op game. It's meant to be played with people, but if you bought it day one, you could not play it offline. And that alone will piss a lot of people off when they're used to playing a series where they didn't need internet to play it. Now, I'm really dumbing down the reasons why people hate Suicide Squad. There's plenty of reasons. I'm not going to do a recap of it because I didn't play the game. It just looked bad. I didn't want to waste my money on it. So if a big Batman fan like me is not buying the game, there's probably a lot of casual players that are not buying the game, and this game is supposed to be live service played by many people so they can constantly have updates and sell things to you. If that is not going well, you would think, hey, let's not make another game like this, right? WB wants you to hold your horses because they got some ideas. So the plan going forward is to help reduce volatility by focusing on franchises and bringing at least one of them to mobile and free-to-play spaces, as well as continuing to invest in live service games that people play and spend money on over a long period of time. I refunded my game, WB. I took my money back from you, and so are other people. So why do you think that live service games is the right way to go? Because you see Fortnite and everybody else doing it, and that's what you want to do? That's how you think you're gonna make all the millions of dollars? WB Games just had a colossal flop in the same universe as one of its beloved franchises because it's live service and probably just a shitty game, and they think the idea is to continue doing that? This is so stupid. It's like walking in on your girl getting banged by another dude and then giving her another chance. WB might just like to get cucked because they've had a successful model right here. It's been an amazing franchise. Keep making games like this, and they have two recent failures over here. And they're like, you know what? Let's keep doing things like this. For the longest time, WB Games has been the best part of WB because recently, when it comes to the movies, those have been dog shit. But now it looks like the games are also following suit because I don't know who the hell's running WB, but it's people that obviously know shit about movies and shit about games. They're businessmen that only care about money and the bottom line, and they think or they see other companies doing successful things, so they're like, let's do that, but they don't know how to do it. Another thing, hit that subscribe button if you think WB is stupid. Also, we're on the way to trying to get 500 subs here. It would really help out. And if you like these ranty, weird commentary videos, well, that's the best way to ensure you get the future ones. Back to the video. There's still a few more quotes here, and man, do I have something to say about the future of gaming for them. He goes on to say that WB wants to generate consistent revenue, and they're going to have a free-to-play game coming later this year. It is also noted just because they're going to be pushing into other avenues doesn't mean that they're going to stop making AAA games, but it really kind of seems like they're going to stop making AAA games. Single-player AAA games. Rather than launching one-and-done console games, how do we develop a game around, for example, Hogwarts Legacy or Harry Potter? That is a live service where people will live and work and build and play in the world on an ongoing basis. The rest of the article is just talking about how they basically want to make money. It is all about, we want to make games that are going to consistently make us money. And it is just kind of like the Fortnite model. Everybody wants to be Fortnite just like everybody wanted to be the MCU in movies. And unfortunately, a lot of these companies don't realize there is a reason why there's only one MCU and only one Fortnite is because they did it fucking right. But here's the thing about WB. It's funny that they're talking about doing these live service games, which their most recent one just failed. They also talk about wanting to do mobile games. And check this out. You know, Marvel has a very successful card game called Marvel Snap. It's pretty popular. I know a lot of people that play it. It is a hit for Marvel. Did you know that WB Games already made its own version of Marvel Snap, and it's called DC Dual Force? This is the trailer for the game. I have to say it looks pretty cool. A lot of cool animations, plenty of cards to pick from. I figure if you're a fan of card games and you want something to rival Marvel Snap, this looks pretty good. That game just shut down last week. I shit you not, DC Dual Forces shut down as of February 29th, 2024. The game didn't even last a year, and it was supposed to be the rival to Marvel Snap, and it failed. Just like Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League failed. So all of these ideas that they have, we want to make mobile games, we want to make live service games because people are going to spend money to buy our products, they fail! So if their grand plan is to go into all of these different avenues, but they've already been there and failed, why do they think it's gonna get better? Stuff like that that just makes WB the dumbest gaming studio out there. I'm sorry, it has to be. And I have to say, as someone who is currently playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth right now, and I already have like 15 plus hours in it, that game is amazing. If you want to keep making money off of people, make games like Final Fantasy and then give me DLCs. Can we bring back DLCs, please? Because like, that is what I miss about gaming. No more of this live action service bullshit. Give me good DLCs. Remember when GTA had all of those DLCs back in the day? Freaking the Ballad of Gay Tony, the biker one, I forgot the name of it. All of those random DLCs, those were awesome. Sticking with Rockstar, one of the best DLCs I've ever played was Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. Oh my god, bring that back please. I want it. That thing was amazing. Actually, you want to know what's crazy? WB Games used to do DLCs. The Batman Arkham Knight game had DLCs for Batgirl. It had DLCs for, I think, Nightwing, Red Hood, and they were good. They were short, but they were fun. They were good. They were worth playing. And if you want to make more money like that, just do cosmetics, dude. I would play a game again if I got to be in a different suit. And they did that for Arkham Knight as well. I don't know why everybody has to be Fortnite. It's because Fortnite is making billions of dollars. Okay, I get it. I answered my own question. But not everybody's gonna be Fortnite. Okay, rant over. WB Games, you suck now. I can't believe it. You used to be one of the best gaming studios, and now you're bad. Hey, maybe they'll come back because they did also mention that there is a Harry Potter Quidditch game coming out. That might be kind of cool. But there is also a Wonder Woman game made by the Shadow of Mordor gaming studio, which that might actually be really good too. But We'll have to wait and see. But then what's going to happen is those two games are going to come out. Let's say they're hits, and then they're going to come out with other live service and free to play games that are trash. Like, you know, can we just get consistency, please? I think that's the one thing DC really needs is consistency, because they haven't had that for like a decade. Anyways, that's all I got to say. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment sections down below. If you haven't seen my last video about a lady that lost $800,000 for throwing a tree, go check it out. But as always, don't forget your daily dose of juice.